MAZI CHINASA NWORU reaffirms IPOB's mission on Radio Biafra. Broadcast, a call for unity and resilience. On the evening of October 11, 2025, at 7:30 p.m. Biafra land time, MAZI CHINASA NWORU, a key figure in the Directorate of State, DOS, for the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, and General Officer Commanding, GOC, of the Eastern Security Network, ESN, delivered a powerful address on Radio Biafra. Hosted by MAZI Jonathan Chinedu under the theme, The Biafra Struggle, Our Challenges and the Way Forward, the broadcast aimed to realign the movement with its foundational principles and counter the rising tide of misinformation. Tuned in by thousands via the IPOB community radio app, Radio Biafra app, and platforms like Simple Radio, Nworu's message was a clarion call to recommit to IPOB's mission statement as first articulated by its detained leader, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, in 2012. MAZI Nworu opened the broadcast with a resolute focus on IPOB's original mission, urging listeners to take notes as he revisited the movement's guiding principles. It is the mission statement that kept us on the roadmap devoid of Nigerian government political manipulation and blackmail, he declared, emphasizing its role as the unyielding compass of the Biafran struggle. Established in 2012 by MAZI Kanu, the mission statement outlines a non-violent pursuit of Biafran self-determination through global advocacy, grassroots mobilization, and exposing what Nworu described as Nigeria's Fulani Caliphate agenda, a systemic effort to subjugate the Igbo and other indigenous groups. He stressed that this roadmap, rooted in peaceful resistance, remains the cornerstone of IPOB's strategy, distinguishing it from splinter groups and state-sponsored agitators. Nworu's reiteration of the mission was not merely nostalgic. It was a deliberate act to counter merchants of fake news who exploit the movement's structure for personal gain. This broadcast is to correct too many misinformation, he stated, addressing the confusion sown by infiltrators and opportunists. He condemned those who deviate from the non-violent ethos, noting that such misconduct fuels internal discord and mirrors Nigeria's divide and conquer tactics. The mission, he reminded listeners, is a sacred covenant to restore Biafra without bloodshed, a principle that has sustained IPOB through years of persecution. Transitioning from principles to challenges, Nworu tackled the multifaceted threats facing the movement. Chief among them is infiltration by Nigerian state actors, who arm violent groups to destabilize the Southeast and discredit IPOB. IPOB Intelligence Unit has directed attention to identifying for appropriate actions, individuals, and group of politicians responsible for breeding and arming violent groups and boys in Southeast, he revealed, signaling a crackdown on such saboteurs. These actors, he argued, perpetuate insecurity that stifles Biafran investments and forces migration, branding them the real enemies of Biafra. Nworu also addressed the personal risks faced by IPOB's leadership, including himself, citing a surge in assassination plots orchestrated by Nigerian intelligence. Yet he remained defiant, asserting that the movement's resilience, anchored in its mission, renders it impervious to such threats. He also distanced IPOB from factions like Simon Ekpa's Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BRGIE, which has been accused of promoting violence, reaffirming that IPOB's struggle is peaceful and disciplined. A poignant moment came when Nworu addressed the continued detention of MAZI Kanu, IPOB's leader, held by Nigerian authorities. MAZI Nnamdi Kanu will one day be a free man. Nigeria cannot do MAZI Nnamdi Kanu anything as long as IPOB is intact, he proclaimed, infusing hope into a somber reality. He praised global campaigns for Kanu's release, noting endorsements from people of good conscience worldwide and urging the diaspora to amplify these efforts. We've seen the merits of freedom in the Western world. That is why we are determined to fight for our freedom, one listener reflected, capturing the diaspora's role in sustaining the struggle. Nworu called on Biafrans abroad to bolster advocacy and fundraising, emphasizing that their relative safety imposes a duty to act. Biafrans under one united family led by MNK, the United States of Biafra, are hardcore, he rallied, invoking unity as a weapon against fragmentation. Looking ahead, Nworu outlined a strategy rooted in discipline and vigilance. He advocated for strengthened ESN patrols to protect Biafran communities, enhanced counterintelligence to neutralize infiltrators, and a robust diplomatic push led by the diaspora. With God, all things are possible, he declared, framing the struggle as divinely ordained under Chukwokike Abiyama, the creator of the covenant people. MAZI CHINASA NWORU's broadcast was a masterclass in rekindling resolve. By grounding the struggle in IPOB's 2012 mission statement, he reaffirmed the movement's commitment to nonviolence, unity, and self-determination. As listeners from Enugu to the global diaspora absorbed his words, the airwaves carried a defiant promise. Biafra's restoration is not a dream, but an inevitable destiny. Family Writers Press International.